So I'm myself an operator, a Steadicam operator since 30 years. And one day I had the idea to overcome the limits we faced with older designs. So I made a Trinity. So what is Trinity? Trinity means we bring three things together. A classic mechanical stabilizer. On top we put a electronic gimbal stabilizer, and the third thing is the skill of the operator, his creativity. So that's the reason I choose the name Trinity, just bringing together three aspects to get this nice movements here, what Charlie is showing us. Because the biggest limitation in the older days with a Steadicam was you could be up or down, but there was nothing in between, in one move. So sometimes the director was not sure what he was really looking for. So you ask him, should we be high mode or low mode? And he said, whatever. He said, maybe high mode, then you make it in high mode. You're showing up and he said, oh no, I thought it's the other way around, which means another 25 or 40 minutes taking the thing apart, rebuild it, and get the camera to the other side. So the best way to avoid this is to do this. So what you see here is we got a stabilized tilt axis, and we got a stabilized roll axis. The pan is still in the hand of the operator. So that's the reason it's called Trinity, because here you got really the human factor, the timing. So he will always be in time. You got full control about the frame. There is nothing in between, like with the gimbal, because in some gimbals, if you try to get a precise shot, it's not easy. We don't have this, because this is still old school, very classic control. Now the other thing what Charlie is using here, which is maybe hard to see, close to the monitor we got a little joystick which allows Charlie to tilt, which is also a very interesting extra to regular Steadicam work, because we can move the camera on top of the system itself. For example, when Charlie goes in low mode, in the old days the camera was just horizontal. Now he can tilt up the camera and can really produce a very steep angle, which is very dynamic.
This takes applications to a new level production-wise. I can think of sporting occasions or music. Has it been used in any big events recently?
Well, Charlie is a good example. So he's shooting a lot of, I would say, famous music videos here in UK. We used the Trinity already for the opening and the final ceremony in Brazil and Rio, and we used it now in the Winter Games. Also in UK it's used for Top Gear, the Grand Tour. What is Don doing? Let's Dance?
Yeah, they do dancing with the stars.
Dancing with the Stars. So this is what happens in UK. Like in America, Trinity is used a lot for Netflix. So we're shooting Mr. Robert, we're shooting Strange Things. They're using it a lot for car commercials. Because also, it's a nice thing. We can go inside the car. We can go through an open window at the side, sneaking in the car, pulling back out, go down, show the wheels, the rim. We can be everywhere. Yeah. The other nice aspect about this is we're using a gimbal, which sometimes is very helpful. If it's a windy day, in the older days, wind for a Steadicam operator is the enemy. Yes. Now we don't care anymore, because we got a fully stabilized roll axis. So even if it's a windy day, you won't see this anymore in the frame. And of course now, thanks to the gimbal, we can use longer lenses, which is nice too. So longer focal length is not an issue anymore. For every camera, we've designed a special dovetail plate, which ensures that the camera is perfectly centered in the center of the ring. So the movement of the ring is exactly in the center of the sensor. And the other good thing about that special plates is the setup is very simple, because it's just plug and play, done. I think it's interesting for every already a Steadicam operator to look into this device and to understand how to use it. So to prepare themselves, maybe when there's a producer asking for this, that they already get an idea how to use it. So we do workshops up here in UK soon, hopefully in May, in Uxbridge, and there's another workshop coming up in April in Munich.